Hey guys, I got you another deck. It's an old revamp from a deck that I played about a format ago, back in the old September through March ban list. It did give me it gave me a lot of wins in that particular format, and it was really sweet. And then this past format, I played a loose spin on it, and it did okay, but nowhere near as competitive as it once was. But now I'm trying to bring it back here in this new format. Now that there are a lot of new cards that have just been released, things like Sark, which make it a lot better. Monster Reborn, which does not suck. Dark Hole, which is really sweet because this deck has a higher probability of recovering from things like that. And of course, things like Darkened and stuff like that, and Pot of Duality. I do have the pot, but I don't particularly like to run it in this deck because this deck usually plays into the better hands. Like if it gets a bad hand or a crap hand, it can play up into a better hand in about a turn or two. So it really doesn't need the pot, and the pot being like limiting its special summoning, which is really bad and it hurts the deck. But other than that, hope you guys like it. So check it out. We got two Goblin Zombies, the best zombie tuner. Oh, zombie searcher. My bad. It's back at three, so but you only need two, so you only need two to make it work, and it just fits better in the synergy of the deck. So yeah, it's really good. You got triple master of disaster. This guy is awesome. Pitch things that you want to pitch, like Mizuki and Plague, malicious things like that into the grave, so you can get I don't know, Plague Spreader and stuff like that back. Really good. It's the core of the deck. One Plague Spreader, which does not suck. Apparently, he's the only zombie tuner, and it's obvious why they only give us one zombie tuner in the whole game. Be too broken. Um, One Mizuki. At the time when I first played this deck, Mizuki was at 2, and Destiny Draw and Allure. Well, Allure's at 2, and Destiny Draw was at 3. So yeah, this deck was really fast then. Um, 2 Pyramid Turtle really helps you out to build and to get your OTKs off. This guy is really awesome. Lets you get this guy in defense, which is pretty sweet, and then lets you sync up for it later, since your opponent won't want to purposely attack into it for like 0 damage. One Spirit Reaper, really nice, lets you sync up into Catastor, so like if you're having problems with like GBs or X Sabers or maybe even Light Sworn, yeah, Catastor can really help you in a pinch. That's it for the zombie lineup. Up next, we've got Dark Arm Dragon, which does not suck. He's really easy to get now. To Caius, because his deck does produce fodder. Sometimes you can't sync, so being able to tribute and then just run over something is really nice. It's a really good option. Plus the burn's good too. 2 Malicious for sinkage and stuff like that. It's things that you really like to see and pitch to the grave. 1 Sangan gets you really good, gets you an array of things, from Pyramid Turtle to even Malicious and stuff like that, and Plague Spreader. It's pretty good. 1 Gorse, because you don't want to get OTK'd yourself. And last but not least, you got 2 Deep Sea Divas, which really amps up the synergy of the deck. So yeah, it's a +1 as well. I only run the 2 because I don't like to run 3. If I did run 3, I would run the Gilman, so yeah. But other than that, they kind of clutter up sometimes. And you'd hate to see multiple divas in the hand. 1 Cold Wave, because that card is freaking pro. 1 Dark Hole, like, really nice to see this back. It's been years since I've played that card. It's for more control. You got 3 Book of Moons, so you can slow your opponent down if they're going a little bit faster than you. Yeah, anytime you ever feel uncomfortable, yeah, flip that over. 1 Monster Reborn, because this coming off the ban list does not suck. And the Monster Reborn equivalents that hurt your opponent in more ways than one. Book of Life, really nice. 1 Gold Sark for more control. Things you'd like to get, it's pretty obvious whenever you're in a pinch. Although it takes 2 turns, this card does not suck. Getting Monster Reborn or Burial from a Different Dimension can really help you in 2 turns. Lure. just for some speed. Since I do have the pot, I don't run it though, but pot would be okay. If I had 3, I'd probably think about running it. Pot's mainly for this, in this deck, is just to make a bad hand into a good hand. Pot of Avarice, since you will be syncing up a lot. 1 pot, maybe even 2, is really good in this deck. Like I said before, Bear from a Different Dimension gets things like Meizuki and Plague back into the grave for extra shenanigans. And for the final spell lineup, we got 2 MSTs to get those pesty back grows like Deep Prison and Bottomless Trap Hole that really hurt this deck. Onto the traps, we got 2 staple Bottomless Trap Holes, 1 Mirror Force, which is gonna get even better because this is gonna come out in the Merrick Ishtar deck, so that's kind of broken. I'd hate to see Mirror Force go in the next ban list though. 1 Solemn Judgment, you only get 1. If I had the warnings, I would run the warnings. Warnings are pretty nice, and they would help boost this deck a lot. 1 Torrential Tribute, and last but not least, 2 Threatening Roars. As for the Esther deck, you can have it utilitarian, but things that you will need for the OTK would be like Brionac and Goyo. This is pretty much what I run. 10-man Goyo. See, things like Brionac, Goyo, and a level like a 3000 attack, like, I don't know, Scrap Dragon's 28, so like Red Dragon, Archfiend, like those 3, we can sync all 3, that's like 81, so that's game. That's the usual OTK that I go for. Urbellum, Black Rose, Colossal, Red Dragon, yeah, this guy, you need that. Darkin, if you don't have your 3 copies, you need to go get them now. And 2 Stardust, and Mistworm. Yeah, so that's the deck. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll have a Lightsworn spin that I've been working on for this past couple weeks, and I'll make sure I'm bringing that to you. Until next time, rate, comment, subscribe, and peace.